Hello everyone, this is Kriti Dwivedi, currently an intern at the Sparks Foundation. So this I have presented as task 1. Yeah, so this is the website which I have built. Sparks Bank welcomes you. So as you can see, there are three icons over here: create a user, make a transaction, and transaction history. And on the nav bar, as you can see, there is this home button, create user button, transfer money, and transaction history. So as we click on this create user button, it redirects us to this form page. So now if we fill here any information, the required information, for example, uh, let it be r at gmail.com, and then the amount, for example, it is 70,000. uh, so we click on create. So it says that hooray, the local host is created. And so as we can see, the money has that this new user Ram has been created over here. So now if we move on to the next feature of this website, if we want to transfer money from one person to the other, for example, if we want to transfer money from Nick to Tapsi, then we click on transact over here. And so we need to we are transacting money from Nick's account. So we choose to whom to transfer account. So we are transferring it to Tapsi's account, right? Amount, for example, it is 4,000 we want to transfer, and then we click on the transfer button. So it says that transaction is successful. So as you can see here, it redirects us to this transaction history page, where we can see that Nick has transferred money to Tapsi. That is, this Nick is the sender and Tapsi is receiver. And along with the date and time, it is mentioned over here. So this is what the website is all about. So if we click on the home, it will redirect us to the home page, and then create user will redirect us to this page, as I've already shown a few minutes before. And this transfer money to transact money from one account to the other, and at last the transaction history. So this is what my task 1 looks like. So if we see the source code for this is the source code. So this is the first file, that is the index.php, which is the first page of the website. So I have made this website using simple HTML, CSS, and I've also included Bootstrap. So now to to reduce the lines of code, I have made this separate file navbar.php, which is included in all the pages, because navbar is to be included in all the pages. So this is in the entire front end, the first page of the website, and this is the Bootstrap which I have incorporated. And then as we move to the selected user detail, so this is somewhat what is the important part of the code. Here are the SQL queries which will fetch whatever the user has written. That is, once the user clicks the submit button, everything is fetched and stored in MySQL database. So these are the queries for that. Then I have created several constraints. That is, what if the amount entered by the user is 0, what if the amount is greater than the balance which the user has, and what if the amount is 0, what actions to take. So all this I have incorporated in my code. So, and this is it. And then if we see onto the transaction history, then this is again the, like, once the user transacts, then this new table is created, and the user history is fetched into this table. So this is it for that. And then for transfer money, again this is the simple code where the data will be entered into the table, and what backend code has to be done, all that I have mentioned in this one. So now if we look on to my database, let's take a look at my database. So this XAMPP server I have already kept it on. So this is, if we see over here the two tables, just ignore this red color. This error is, this is just my XAMPP server messing up, so just try to ignore it. uh, yeah, so these are the two tables, the transaction table, which will just ignore this, it is just my exam server which is messing up. So this is a transaction table in which as and when the person transacts the money after clicking on that button which I had shown, the new users will be added, that this was transferred from this account to that account. This is the transaction table, and this is the users table, that is the number of users in the back. As and when the user clicks the create user button, the new one row is added over here with all the necessary details. So this is what it is all about. So this is what task 1 looks like. Thank you. Thank you so much.